I mean, like I said during my introduction, every one of us here actually took in something this morning before coming for this occasion. And if that was possible, then it was through the hard work and the ingenuity of our dear farmers. And so we decided to go a step further in honoring them this year. And that is what you see today. I mean, it is something that has never happened before. Our prayer and hope is that next year it will go even beyond this gesture.
You are in an urban area, and how are you ensuring that some lands are reserved for farming?
That's quite true. I mean, according to the statistics, we have just 1% of our entire farm or land size that are, irrigable, and that can be used for agric purposes. And so, as an assembly, what we are doing is to try to encourage them so that we don't commit all our available land resources to industrial activities and lose them to rapid urbanization. And so, time and again, we've engaged our farmers. We have, advised that they stick to agric and as a means of livelihood and as also a way of helping Ghana to reduce our huge import bill. Just last year, Ghana imported crops to the tune of around 39 billion Ghana cedis. That is huge. And so by encouraging them, we are moving gradually towards ensuring that we cut down on our import bill. As of December 2024, our poultry imports as a country was around 300 million US dollars. That is huge. That is unsustainable. And so we are also encouraging our livestock and poultry farmers to also venture into large-scale commercial farming, boosted by the initiative of the government of the day, led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. That is the National Agri Policy, and we are encouraging them. Thankfully, he launched the program a couple of weeks ago in the Garden City here, and it's an encouragement we are giving to our people that they should embrace the policy and make sure that they help feed the nation, grow the nation, and also sustain the nation.
You mentioned livestock, and I know most of the inhabitants are into cattle rearing. So how are you leveraging on that so that you don't see them using that to create nuisance like we have stray cattle on the streets?
That is true. We are still in constant touch with them, and we are engaging them. We are sensitizing them that in as much as this place is a cattle rearing hub, we should also be responsible and practice responsible cattle rearing, what we normally refer in agric terminology as fattening of cows. We continue to engage them. There are occasional complaints from the airport company. That is within our municipality, that there are a lot of bird strikes arising out of stray animals that are always found on their land. And so we continue to engage our cattle farmers and educate them that they can engage in fattening of cows and also get ranches where they keep them and feed them all day without necessarily leaving them to go astray and to create nuisance within the environment.
And finally, you spoke about the abandoned complex, the court complex, which you are reviving. Tell us about it.
Yes. If we cast our memories back to some 8 years ago, that project was started by the erstwhile NDC administration and my predecessor, the first municipal chief executive for the municipality, Honorable Nuru Hamidan. Unfortunately, it was around 90% complete, and when the subsequent government took over, it was abandoned for an entirely new structure within the premises of the assembly, which is not really serving its purpose if you go there. Apart from the fact that it is not really fit for purpose and it's not constructed or designed purposefully to serve as a court complex, we feel that we need to go back to that structure, revive it, and move the entire, that is a proper court complex, move the entire court system to that place and make use of this structure to serve other purposes of the assembly.
So coming back to the stray cattle, you told us you have been in constant engagement with these farmers. I can say also it's a worrying development of the municipality. Are we to say that your constant engagement with them is not yielding any results? That's why day and day out.
Apart from the engagements, we are also making effective our bylaws. We have bylaws that restricts people or cattle rearers from leaving them to stray on our various streets. And so we are enforcing those bylaws. Just about a month or so ago, The Municipal Environmental Health Authority had cause to process some before the courts for making them stray and for, littering the streets and all that. And so we are combining the engagement and sensitization with a strict compliance and enforcement of our bylaws to ensure that we nip that in the bud.